What's up everybody, this is DeanoGTO and today we're looking at the T30 for the second episode of my How To series. So the first one seemed to be relatively well received, got a decent amount of views stuff, so I figured why not do it again just to see whether or not people actually like it or not. So first thing I'm just going to do is just run over the armor just here quickly. So this machine has essentially the exact same armor profile as the T29 aside from one key difference. It doesn't have the track links that are just like set onto the front of the vehicle, which actually makes it slightly weaker in some areas, but for the most part it is exactly the same armor model, which means it has the same strengths and the same weaknesses. And because this thing is 2 tiers higher than the T29, it also has this thing here as a weakness here too. So this panel here you can see with the rivets, that's right above the gun mantlet. This is not really a weakness you really need to be concerned about with the T29. However, with the T30, this is actually a major weakness you do need to be conscious of because it's 203mm of armor. And a T29 at tier 7 doesn't really need to worry about the tier 7s being able to penetrate this. With tier 9s in the T30, you really need to be conscious of this weakness and try to avoid people from aiming it on. Plus, it has a weakness which a lot of people don't actually realize about the T29, and that is the majority of the roof is 38mm thick. And what does that mean? Why is it relevant? Well, it's because tanks with the 122mm guns are able to overmatch the roofs and pretty much just go through like butter. So if you're ever in a situation where you're able to, where you let someone with a 122 shoot down onto your turret, they're going to pan every single time with no issues whatsoever. So pretty much try to remain above your opponents when you can, because that not only minimizes the amount of this that they can see, it also minimizes the chance that they're going to put a shot through the roof. So last thing I really need to go over in regards to weaknesses for this machine is the traverse speeds. So the traverse speeds on this machine are pretty appalling in comparison to the T29. It has a 22° base traverse speed, and it has an 18° base turret traverse speed. So why are those numbers relevant? It's because T29 gets, I think, a 25° track traverse speed, or 26. Meanwhile, the turret gets a 26° traverse speed. Those are pretty significant differences, and it allows it to turn around a lot faster than this thing can. So if you're going into this machine expecting it to be just as maneuverable as a T29, it's not going to be quite on that level. But then again, the T29 is remarkably mobile and maneuverable for a vehicle of its size. So yeah. And by the way, I think the track traverse is 25°, and I think the turret traverse is 26° from memory. On T29, whereas this thing here is 22 and 18. So you can see how those two differences, how those traverse speed differences would make a pretty substantial impact, because it's 8° worse in regards to the turret traverse, and 7° worse in regards to, or no, 3° worse in regards to the track traverse. So those two numbers added together make a pretty substantial difference to this machine. Now, when it comes to the actual overall traverse speed of this machine and its ability to react to things, it's actually pretty good, because when you add the track traverse and the turret traverse, it has a total traverse speed of 40°, which is not bad actually, considering it's a tank destroyer. And tank destroyers usually, except when it comes to things like that, have pretty terrible traverse speeds, with that thing being the exception of course. But yeah, let's see, so on this map here, my best option is really to go over towards this side of the map, and I had my hand in the wrong place on the keyboard and accidentally pressed the S key. Let's see, I want to just try a shot in the general direction of this guy to see. Oh, that actually didn't seem too far off either. If I had waited another wee second, I would have got a shot into him and pinned him. Damn it. Impatience. Something I really need to learn to get over in this machine is just my impatience. Like, I have a tendency to snapshot and stuff in mediums and stuff, and I can't carry that over to this machine for some reason. Oh yeah, light tank dealt with. And that's one thing that's really addictive about this gun. The alpha damage is absolutely incredible. Like, if you've ever driven a machine with 750 alpha damage that has a turret, it's hard to go back to anything else once you've experienced that. It's just so satisfying to hit and pen someone. It just does so much damage, and it just like it just it just destroys people so easily. It's awesome. And even a low roll does 690 damage. What the hell? This gun's so satisfying to use. It's insane. And that's 1400. I've nearly done my entire health pool and damage in 2 shots. Both of them not even full damage rolls. And that is why people love this machine. That just sums it up right there. And yes, I am in a top tier match right now. But yeah, this machine is more than capable of doing this sort of thing, even in a tier 10 game, because 276 penetration. That pretty much says everything you really need to know right there. So I'm probably going to play one more game because this game is going very, very fast. But yeah, I'm going to go for a shot into this WZ if I can, because WZ is going to be the more annoying target, so let's just delete him. I'm going to ignore the IS because I don't feel like he's going to shoot me, considering he has a medium tank in front of him that's shooting him in the face right now. So, yeah, IS, you can try your best, mate, but you're really not going to do much to me. But delete him too. It's like having a delete button in World of Tanks. That's honestly what this gun's like. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. And I really just didn't care too much about the IS shooting me, so I just kind of like allowed him. One thing that is kind of tricky about this machine is actually the amount of lead you need to give sometimes. Because sometimes you'll lead a shot absolutely perfectly, then the person will stop, and that'll just completely mess it up for you because, well, the shot speed, like the actual shell speed on this machine is not very good, if I'm honest with you. It's a pretty sluggish shot, but when it hits like a truck. So let's see, there's a GW Tiger P over there. I'm assuming the 430 is going to be able to handle that. So that's 2500 damage, probably over 3000 considering I got a blind shot on the Tiger P. And that just felt like a really easy, really casual, just normal game in T30 because that's just what this machine is like. It's kind of sluggish gameplay, but the damage builds up really easily once you get into the flow of playing this machine. And also you need to make sure you learn to not snapshot with this gun. If you snapshot with this gun, the shot will never go anywhere near where you actually aimed it. And that shot versus the WZ earlier was pretty lucky. I can tell you right now, I have been at less than 20 meters from a target before. Snapshot the shot off. The entire reticle, tiniest amount, was over the enemy tank, and it still missed because that's just what the T30 gun does. That's just what it does, and there's really no telling what it's going to do and when it's going to do it because it's just the T30's gun. It's just completely RNG. So yeah, 3200 damage, 7 shots fired, 6 direct hits, 6 penetrations. So yeah, let's go into one more game in this machine, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some more gameplay of it that's a bit more intriguing. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting one. Annoyingly, this is the same map that I did the how-to of the VKB on. So that's a little annoying, but at the same time, I actually kind of like this map. Just in general, this is just a map I actually like quite a lot, and I seem to do relatively well on it most of the time. The one thing is though, I have a feeling T85 is really going to determine how this match is going to go. Like, where he goes is going to honestly determine like how this match is going to play out. If he goes down to the very south of the map, he could have a monster game, or he will make himself just useless because T85 is still so slow that if you spend too much time driving, you're not going to have enough time left in the game to actually build up the damage. So yeah, it's a very all or nothing vehicle in that regard, and I'm kind of intrigued to get it at some point. And also, I have no idea why World of Tanks is like lagging randomly from time to time now. Never had that problem for years, but for some reason lately, I think it must be because the test server's up. The game has gotten really sluggish, and also the loading times have gotten a bit shittier. I don't know why, but I have heard that Wargame have acknowledged that it's a bug or something. so I may need to keep an eye on that there and see like if they're going to actually be able to fix that or not. I'm seriously doubting T49 is going to put himself in a situation where he will let himself get shot by me. So, I'm going to just continue on up here. I'm thinking about it, this is actually the worst position I could have gone to. I should have probably gone up to north, thinking about it. Oh, but there's the M103. So this could be, wow, the M103 managed a bunch of shot from an IS-7, but the IS-7 took damage from the M103. GG. Let me see, just gonna go complete broadside around the corner. Blast him in the face. Game actually lagged for a second when I fired the gun. I don't know what's happening, but the game just feels, yep, T85 went where I guessed. I was saying that if he went down to the south, I actually didn't finish off that thought, I kinda got distracted. I meant to say if he goes down to the middle, then he could probably have more of an influence on the game. And then shots like that happen with this gun, where you just bounce off of machines you really should not bounce off. Because that's just what this gun does, pretty much. You can never anticipate what this gun is going to do. Also, was that a 390 alpha gun? It is a 390 alpha gun. That's very interesting, actually. Like, why would you... Oh, no, wait, he's probably actively thinking about it. He's probably grinding through the heavy 4. Because the ST1 is now mega powerful. That's probably the reason why he's grinding through that vehicle. I have noticed, I actually have been seeing a lot more of those tanks lately. So T95, I have a feeling he's probably going to be facing my direction. Yup. IS-7 just found that out. And he's also backing up against the wall, which is a really good call by him. However, I have a ton of pen, and I'm still able to go through him. Wow. Good job T32, fuck. Did not think he would be able to pin him. Must admit, like, that was a standard round, I'm genuinely impressed by that. I did not think a 198 pin gun could actually go through T85's weakness. A big shot into that T10, reduce some of his health. That's probably should actually think about. I really probably should have gone for the T85. Get rid of him. I'm going to ignore that guy for now. Ah, damn it, he's gone behind the corpse of the T85. Ah, shit. He's going to focus on me, isn't he? That's not great for my health, if I'm honest. I should probably try and get up behind this IS-7 if I can, because I'm going to lose a lot of health very quickly if I sit back there. I have 70 damage there. And now nothing's left but a batch at 25T, which we have not spotted yet. That's bizarre. Where the hell could he be? That's a genuine question. We haven't seen him the entire game. Where the hell is he? Oh, right. Well, that makes a bit more sense. He was hiding back there, probably trying to farm in a defender or something. And yeah, I'm never going to make it up far enough to... and he just cliff dived. Ah, well. So, two relatively quick games in the T95, T30. But both of them over 3,000 damage done. And it just kind of shows this machine. It's more of a slow playstyle, but still a pretty damn powerful vehicle for the most part. And yeah. You also have the option of the 120. Personally, the 155 for me is the way to go, because the 120 is too RNG based. It's even more RNG based in this gun because the accuracy is even worse. But yeah, two second class masteries in a row. You can do consistently well in this vehicle with no issue whatsoever. You may come back to this thing and do this again, and just have like a episode 2, a T30 episode 2 or something. Try and get a slightly better game than that there, but yeah. You can see this is a pretty consistent vehicle. Not really too much wrong with it. Just a fun vehicle in general to play. And you can kind of see like why people want this vehicle just in general, because it's just a solid tank. There's really nothing that's actually really wrong with it, except aside from RNG trolling you from time to time, which thankfully it didn't do too much in this recording. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the T30 in the comment section below, and thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.